What is your sexuality and what are your views on other sexualities aside from heterosexuality? Admitted, this question came a little bit of a surprise to me because I am rather sure in my own sexual orientation, and I usually also tend to express it rather openly. So I was like, really? Isn't it obvious? But then again, apparently it isn't. I mean, even a friend of mine asked me, like, dude, you're making those videos, what are you? You're talking a lot about gays and stuff, and I was like, huh, okay, apparently it is not as obvious, or at least being such an outspoken supporter of gay rights, gay marriage, and everything that people are probably wondering. So yeah, fair enough. I answer, I am a boring ass straight guy. So I am completely into girls and I cannot really do anything with guys. I don't fancy them all. I actually consider the male body somehow unaesthetic to look at. But female body, on the other hand, with the curves and stuff, is quite rather nice to look at. Which brings us probably to the next point. So what are my views on other sexualities? As I already mentioned, I am an outspoken supporter of homosexual rights and everything. I have to admit that often enough I lack a certain level of understanding. I lack understanding for their struggles, for their feelings, for a lot of stuff. For example, with the more I don't really want to say exotic, but they are a rather rare kind of people, the actual asexual people who feel love on a completely sexual tension-free level, which is, in all honesty, for me completely unimaginable. I'm a very sexual person, so there's a mere thought of really loving somebody through and through, but without any sexual desire. I simply cannot grasp it in my mind. But this does not mean that I or anybody at this in this case has the right to judge them or to make pre-assumptions or anything. I realize, I'm honest enough with myself that I can realize and say, I don't get it. And that's cool. If you don't have to understand everything, you don't have to accept all stuff, but you have to tolerate it, because you have usually, when it comes for the topic of sexuality, but also a lot of other topics in life, you don't really have any right to judge anybody for whatever lifestyle, whatever they choose to do, as long as nobody gets harmed in the process. And no, you being grossed out or your particular set of beliefs or whatever isn't agreeing with it does not count as getting harmed. As long as the ability for you to just look away is given, shut the fuck up. And that's pretty much my opinion. I am not accepting or anything for all variations, fetishes, sexual orientations or whatever, but I grant each and everyone the right to be a thing. I mean, who am I not to? And this is the point where I start getting active. While I probably wouldn't care about most sexualities that are not my own or are not directly affecting me, I really get pissed off by people who do not respect their fellow humans this way. By people who think, for what reason ever, they are entitled to go around and tell other people that they are wrong, that they are sinners, that they are criminals against nature. And this is when I get active, because this is like, you fucking asshole, you are out of line. If there wouldn't be hate against certain forms of sexuality and so on, I wouldn't be vocal about it. I would be happily ignoring the topic and just living my happy, blissful life. So, everybody enjoy your life, including your sexual orientation, lifestyle and whatsoever, as long as you let other people do the same. This is AnY, opinion counts.